Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Just Another Talk. I know you probably saw the thumbnail, Believe All Women. I promise you it's gonna be worth it. A little clickbaity, but hey, what am I supposed to do? I need to get some views. I need y'all to be paying attention. I promise y'all gonna like this. I didn't watch the full video on this one. I watched little bits and pieces because I wanted to react live and without, any ulterior motive or before thinking about anything. So this one's gonna be one of those videos that I kind of just go in it and who knows what's gonna happen. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Well, actually, before I do that, I want to thank everybody who's been showing me love. There's been quite a bit as of late specifically. I'll go ahead and like I usually do before I start the stream, I'll show you guys real quick. These numbers are getting kind of crazy and I appreciate it. We're at 258,000 views since August 10th now, I think. Yeah, since August 10th. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. The channel's growing. It obviously helps me out, so I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And as you can see, the stats right there on the screen. And yeah, like, just keep liking, keep subscribing, and feel free to talk all the shit you want because I talk mad shit, so it's okay. But just know I'm gonna flame you right back in the comments. So don't expect to get in my comments and not get flamed if you say something stupid. So but with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right into this video today that I think you guys are gonna enjoy.
On November 18th, 2024, police were called to a tense scene involving a furious mother upset over who was watching her child while the father was at work. What started as a simple disagreement quickly escalated into unexpected drama. Emotions ran high, and body cam footage captured every intense moment. Watch now.
I see you in there. Open the goddamn door and give me my kid. Open the door and give me my kid.
She sound like Whoa Vicky.
I know where you live. No, you had to sit there and
No
ignore
shit,
my
you at my
text and
house.
Give me my kid. Give me my goddamn kid. Is my kid
She
here?
bugging.
Yes or no?
You could
Is my kid
you come in my house ringing the doorbell like that, or I come in my house like yeah, you want trouble. You want trouble.
here? Is my kid here? Don't make me throw a rock through your goddamn window, ho. Is my kid here?
Oh, she's
Is
wild.
my kid here or not? You skinny ass.
You skinny too. What are you talking about?
Give me my kid.
Oh, she bugging. What's that? The popo pulling it? Oh, she trying to kick the. Oh, okay. She about that life, eh? Oh,
Your shit up real quick, ho.
Is she in your house? Your scary ass wife. Your scary ass wife won't give me my goddamn kid. Give me my
I don't know if you guys heard that. That was thunder or lightning. That shit was mad loud. God damn.
kid. So go in there with your broken ass door handle.
You're gonna have to go through your garage or the back.
Why are you gonna?
You want me to throw? You want me to throw a goddamn rock through your window? Give me my
I want
kid.
you to throw a rock in my window. Yeah.
You want me to?
Hey,
Open the
yo.
goddamn door then.
How am I gonna do it? How am I gonna do it? Can I?
Stupid ass. Concealing where my kid is at. You know I don't with you.
Get the in my house. Get the
Yeah, touch
out of
me.
my house.
Touch
I'm
me.
gonna get, bro. Get the.
I'll f you up.
She's still trying to start shit. Look at her. That was a weak ass throw.
Are you dead?
Yeah, I'm dead.
All right, can we talk to you over here real quick? Can you tell us what's going on?
My work is easy because I use
Uh-oh. Are we about to find out what's going on over here? Like, what is this going on, man? She's bugging. Listen, you come to somebody's house banging on somebody's door like that, like, you're liable to, get into a lot more trouble than just getting your kid back. Like, you might have to leave in the ambulance. And I'm not saying that that's what I want to happen. That's not what I'm doing YouTube. So don't get started with the nonsense. But for real though, like, how you just come bang on somebody's door like that? That's wild. Wow.
Essentially speaking, we don't have anything written. We don't have like custody paperwork, none of that. So
Let's
Can
go
we talk to
back.
you over here real quick? Can you tell us what's going on?
Let's see what the story is. Give us a story.
Essentially speaking, we don't have anything written. We don't have like custody paperwork. None of that stuff's finalized or done.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So she was coming down for her sister's thing with what was supposed to be her mom, but I guess with him, and she was gonna let me
What do
have
you mean
the
her
kids.
sister's thing?
Her sister had some kind of engagement party. So, anyways, they get here. I picked her up on Friday at 3 in the morning. They're supposed to get in at 12. I went and picked her up, got her, and then we've been hanging out. We had like through text and agreement through each other. I was supposed to have her till December 8th, and I was gonna fly her back on a round trip and send her back home. And we went to the fair yesterday, whatever.
You and the daughter, or you and daughter and her?
Me and the daughter, just me and the daughter. And then we go. I work during the week up in Daytona, and so I need somebody to watch her. Nicole was the only person that could watch her today. I'm gonna pay her some money for her to watch her.
Who?
Nicole is Eddie's wife. We've known them. We've both known them for years. They have 2 kids.
How long would you say you known them
house.
for?
Wow. So hold up. So she's banging on the door of somebody she knows. Like that don't. They both knew each other.
The entrance wasn't so much a knock as it was a one-woman riot. She came in hot, screaming about her kid like she was storming Area 51.
The beaches
no
in
paperwork,
Normandy.
no chill, just full-volume accusations through a closed door. Forget mediation. This was guerrilla parenting in real time. And if you thought a broken door was the worst damage done, oh no. That was just the opening act.
Oh, it gets
20,
worse.
about to be 24, middle school. So for a long time.
So wait, so let me just get this straight. So the dad who was supposed to have the child so let me back up. The date is November 18th, right, of this video. Now he's supposed to have the daughter till December 8th. And so apparently they know both of them, the dad and the baby mom, know the people where he left the daughter to babysit, right? So they known each other for 4 years. It's what I gathered from the body cam film right now. So I wonder why she came in hot like that.
And she's known them that just as long, or?
Just as long. She knew them before me.
She knew them before him too? Oh no. Oh yeah, she just.
So apparently she has some problem with them. But either way, just like when I wasn't told that, who's watching my kid, when he was watching her, I didn't necessarily think I had to say that because I'm her parent too.
Were you and her ever married?
Yes, technically still. We're
Okay.
separated, but technically
So
still.
you guys are not divorced?
Not fully, no. So
And that makes sense what he's saying. Like, hey, I didn't know she had a problem with them. And I don't ever bug her when she has somebody babysitting the kid because she's the mom, so I trust her, as I should be trusted as a dad to, entrust the babysitter, whoever I pick, to be a good babysitter. Like, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's not looking too good for her right now.
somebody watch her. Nicole has 2 kids. She's been there, done that. Safe house, cool. And I went to work and I start getting blown up by her, my friend, my best friend's baby mama, just blowing me up. Where's Rhea? Yo, Kana's tripping, this and that and the third. I call her. As soon as I call her, where the f*** is my kid? My kid, this and that. I'm like, hey, relax. I'm at work. What's up? She's like, where's my kid? And I'm like, she's with the sitter. Who's the sitter? Nicole. Oh no, you got me f***, this and that and the third. Blah blah blah. Woo, woo, hung up on me. So as soon as that happened, I told my boss, like, I gotta go. Lev came down here to pick up Ray because I don't want to drag them into my shit. So I tried to get here as quick as possible, but obviously she got there first, and I'm on the phone, and you hear her banging on the door. And
You were on the phone with who?
I was on the phone with Nicole. Yeah, we were all on the phone on like a 3-way call, and she's in there banging on the door.
Nicole's a menace.
Not being insane.
Who was the third party to the call?
The third party to the call was Nicole, his wife. So who was in care of her?
It was you, Nicole, and who else was on the
And
phone? And then, okay.
Yeah. I tried to call. I called her mom to see if she can maybe talk to her or something. Called my mom. She didn't answer anybody. So she found out, and that's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
And what did you say to Nicole while she was knocking on the door?
While she was knocking on the door, I said, wait for Eddie to get there, because I don't know what the hell she's doing. And I tried to tell her that on the phone. I was like, I don't want you, I have no problem telling you where the kids at. I don't want you going there causing a scene in front of a bunch of kids, So I'm like, you're not going to go there acting a fool. And, that's what happened. So I just told her, wait for Eddie to get there before you open up the door. And, that's what they did.
So just to confirm, so when you said wait for Eddie to get there before you open the door, to mom until
Yes.
you get there?
Yes. I mean, not until I get there, but until somebody gets there that can, help mediate, instead of her just busting in and, that makes sense.
So does she just not like Nicole, or just doesn't like them in general?
Apparently she doesn't like Nicole and has never given me a reason. So,
And how old's the kid?
she's 2 years and 7 months.
Okay. You said you can have her basically until December 8th. Was that through
Until
text or on the phone?
It was through text and the phone, but
Now picture this, a dad working his shift, trusting an old friend to babysit, and suddenly his ex is live streaming mayhem through his front door. Her issue wasn't safety, it was control. The sitter could have been Mary Poppins and she still would have snapped. It's not about who's watching the kid, it's about who wasn't watching her.
when she first got a call, I was like, why the f*** been blown up? She's at the sitter, I'm with my job. That's when we called. And then that's after she hung up, I said hello. I sent her the picture of them having a good time, looks like it to me. She sent me your number, sent her the number. Sent her
Damn,
the
my
number
boy
again.
got text
I asked her
too.
if
He
she's
got
taking
it
her in.
all.
She said, if
Yeah,
you don't
she's
like
going
to
to
see my
jail.
kid, I'm
You
gonna
heard it here
hold you
first.
guys
She's
up.
going to jail.
Let's see the timestamp where you sent the contact.
If I had Nicole watch them in a safe space with other kids, because that's my only option.
I am him. Put in the chat. He picked wrong. Yeah, no shit, bro. She picked wrong, or he picked wrong for sure.
There, or I miss work and get fired, can't provide for her, I'm not her parent, and she's like, I'm here, I'm an option, what is her address? Last time I'm asking before I called the cops, with the way you're acting right now, I'm scared you're gonna act that way in front of Ray, or scared of the kids. And I told her, when I was on the way, I told her I was picking up Ray right now.
Yeah, you see it right there.
I'm curious if they have access to the Ring camera yet, right? Because again, the police is just conducting their investigation. So far, so good. Like obviously, he's a level-headed dude. He was at work. He tried to, mediate as best as he could. He's already talking about things like, he feels bad because his friend had to deal with her craziness. They're already separated. They're trying to get a divorce. He seems fairly cordial, but again, you never know. Like we gotta believe all women, like the title said.
She goes, yeah, you got me f***ed up. And I was like, after I get her away from, out of their business, I was like, then you can come get her if you want. So what is her address? I was like, you already threatened Nicole and you're being unreasonable. And I said, I was like, and they'll do what? I mean, because we have no, so they're essentially, if you call the cops, from my understanding, if I had her and she calls the cops, you guys can't really necessarily do anything, and then same thing vice versa, I mean, that's how I was explaining it. I don't know if that's true.
You guys are still married, so you guys both have equal custody of the child.
Also.
Yeah, so he was in the right. It's not like she could call the cops and take the kid. But also, how did she find out where the baby was? Because so far, he ain't say he told her. So she must have done one hell of a detective work to find out.
So, and I was like, I'm not trying to be messy. I'm not trying to argue. Just send me the address or I'll sue you for concealing information of where my kid's at. I was like, you can't even get yourself together. I was like, I'm not concealing anything.
I'm not trying to be messy. But look at the text messages you sending, shorty. What do you mean you're not trying to be messy? You already are being messy. That's crazy.
And she says, she has videos of me with a gun. And she said, this is my kid. I was like, you can have an adult conversation with me. Send me an address or it will get messy. And I asked her, so you can take her?
Hold up, time out. She just said, I don't want this to get messy. And then a few texts later was like, I have pictures of you with a gun. This is gonna get messy. Bro, what do you... Oh, shit. He picked the crazy one, ladies and gentlemen. She is fucking butt-ass crazy. Excuse my French. I know I gotta get better at not swearing, but that is wild. Like, this is why you gotta be careful who you procreate with, ladies and gentlemen. Like, nowadays, you never know who's who, what's what, A perfect example.
Because I just want to know. I want to be clear. Are we taking her back to Tennessee or are we, And she was like, so I can get her from Nicole's house. I was like, are you going to let me have her back? Yep. And I told her I don't trust her. And I was like, we playing this out. I was like, I'd never get to see my kid. And she said, okay, I'm calling the cops, send them to your mom's house, have fun. And I mean, that was it. That was literally the last message up until this point.
Do you mind if I take a screen recording of that?
Yeah.
How often do you usually see your daughter?
I think it was sometime in July for like a weekend, a little weekend.
But this year?
Yes. I mean, I've been gone. Like, I haven't seen her for 2 years of her life because I was in Bahrain. I was in the Navy, and then when I got out,
Damn, he's in Bahrain too. So that's crazy. He was overseas. Like, yeah, she's wilding. She messed. I was, you know, when I first started the video, I didn't know what to expect. Obviously, she's yelling, she's kicking the door. That's wild to begin with. But like, dude is definitely level headed. He's in the Navy. He was overseas. Like, what are you doing, shorty?
I got out in April, and then that's when we fully decided to split up, essentially.
Let's go back. See,
I haven't seen her for 2 years of her life because I was in Bahrain. I was in the Navy, and then when I got out in April, and then that's when we fully decided to split up, essentially. And then, you know, I came down here, we came down here, whatever.
How long have you and her been married for?
Since December 2021.
so they've been married 3 years. Oh, this is about to get interesting. Now we're about to see her side of the story, because you know the cops got to get both sides. I'm willing to bet she's unhinged. I'm willing to bet my bottom dollar on it. Let's see how right I am. Let's get back to this.
Deputy Dorsey.
Deputy Darvitz.
Can you tell us what's going on?
So I'm about to leave tomorrow morning. I want to see my kid. She was gonna stay down here with him for like up until like December 5th, but he's over here dropping her off and concealing where she is. I texted him since 10 o'clock this morning. It took till 12:30 of me blowing up his phone while he's at work to tell me where my kid is. And
he's at work. Why are you blowing up his phone? What's wrong with you?
And
By the time Eddie showed up, things had already gone full WWE. She met him like she was cutting a promo before a steel cage match. And when someone walks up nose to nose, you know we've left the realm of rationale. But trust, the madness wasn't ready to clock out just yet.
Of course, she left the realm of rationale. She's kicking somebody's door in who she knew longer than she knew her husband or her ex-husband at this point, and was acting all crazy, calling her all kinds of names when like she already had 2 kids. Like, of course, like she's unhinged. Like there's no getting around that. That one's a simple C.
he still wouldn't tell me who she's with. I figure it out. I find her address, so I pull up to where my kid is at. I look in the door. She's shooing my kid into a room. I'm like, is my kid here? Is Rhea here? Knock, knock, knock. Is my child here? I'm looking in the window. I'm hearing my kid. And I'm like, is my daughter here? I see my kid walk out to come get me. She shoos her back in the room. So at that point, I'm kicking her door. I'm going to kick the door. Why are you kidnapping my kid? Why are you holding my kid hostage right now? She's trying to come to the door to get to me. And
I'm not trying to be her lawyer, but this is why you don't talk to the cops. Because you just incriminated yourself. If there's damage on the other side of that door, or we already know there's damage to the door because you can see it in the Ring camera. So I guess it don't matter what she said, because regardless of what she says, there's camera footage. But if there wasn't camera footage and she didn't say nothing, she just said, I went there, I knocked on the door, I tried to get my kid. That's it. Like, maybe she got a case, but I kicked her door. Oh yeah, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. I'm guaranteed. And you went in their house. I wouldn't be surprised if that's some kind of I don't know, maybe a what is that? Not a larceny, because you got to steal something during the day. It's not robbery. Robbery's at night. I think it's burglary, if I'm not mistaken, and damage of property.
And you're literally concealing my child, holding my kid hostage right now. She's trying to come to the door to get to me. And you're literally concealing my child from me. And her, Nicole, Eddie, and Tyrell, all 3 withheld information of where my child was at. I felt like my child was kidnapped at that goddamn point. I'm doing anything I can to get into that door. I couldn't get in, but as I'm like kicking on the door, I kicked their door handle off. Her husband, she was at the house by herself with my daughter and her 2 sons. Her husband, Eddie Rivera, came up out of his car and walked up to the front, and I walked away from the door, and he was nose to nose with me, and I'm like, you better get my kid out of that house. Like,
he walked up to you, or you walked up to him?
He walked up to me, up nose to nose, because I walked away from the door. Kind of met each other in the middle. He was nose to nose with me, and he's like, okay, Kana, I'll get her. And I'm like, you better get my kid right now. Like, you better get my goddamn kid. And you can't go through the front door because your door handle's broken off. You better go through the garage. He instantly gets pissed. She opens it up from the inside. And as soon as that door's opening, I'm going in there, and I grab my kid, and I didn't even step like a foot into the door. She has a Ring doorbell that I was ringing, so it should be capturing the freaking video evidence of it.
Or it caught the video evidence of it, and it didn't catch what you saying you did, because that's not what happened. I think we all saw it at the beginning of the video.
I asked nicely and nicely and nicely at first for my child, and after like 10 times of asking where my child was and if my kid was in that room, She's holding my kid hostage. I did anything I could do to get into. I was trying to find something to bust through the door. There was nothing, so I used my foot.
So after the door opened, what happened?
Oh my God.
I went in and I grabbed Rhea out and I put her on my right. He already walked in between me and her at that point as I'm grabbing Rhea from her. And I put her on my right hip and he's like shoving me and I shove him and then he slams me out the door. My slide gets stuck in the door and my arm gets like pinched in the door and I pull Rhea.
What's he saying to you?
I don't know. And
Don't know
so
at all?
no, honestly, it was
Okay.
so fast. I really don't know.
So then they
What
slam
he
the door
was
and hit your
saying.
arm, and then what happens?
Yeah. So he slams it. My slide's in there. I have my daughter in my hand. I leave the slide. I walk to the car and I tell him, all right, go.
Listen, right? Okay. Rule number one. I hate doing this sometimes, but I just gotta say some of these things. Rule number one. Whoever's most animated when talking to the police, they're guilty. Period. I don't care. You saw him. He was composed. He used a couple arm movements. He showed the text message. He said what happened. They asked him questions. He answered them straight to the point. He articulated. He didn't leave any room for the cops to ask any more questions or secondary questions, right? And they did ask a few questions like, you know, can you specify who you're talking about in this point? Like, who's her? Who is he, right? And those are that's understanding to get the side of the story, but I'm confused. Like oh, I don't remember what happened. You remember everything else in detail, but you don't remember what was said for you to get that mad, or you don't remember what was said in a specific moment of the situation. I don't know. The chat's wilding right now. Let's see what some people just don't need kids. You ain't lying. Snitching on herself. Oh yeah, she's snitching on herself.
Are you and the father, are you guys married?
Let's go back real quick. Hold on.
My slide's in there. I have my daughter in my hand. I leave the slide. I walk to the car and I tell him, all right, go.
Are you and the father, are you guys married?
Legally, yeah. We've been
Okay.
separated for 2 years though. And
Okay.
we're going through a divorce.
But you
right
guys are still
now.
like legally married?
Legally, yeah.
Okay. When you came down here,
But I have on like court documents that were separated.
yeah.
My EBT.
Yeah, that part's fine. I'm just
So I
finding
have
out whether or not you
proof
guys
stating that we've
we're
been
currently, either
separated
way, you
for
guys at some
2
point
years.
were legal.
Wait a second. Did she just say I got court documents that show we're separated and then proceeded to say EBT? Nah, ain't no way. Hold on. Let's I need to see that again.
Like court documents that were separated.
Yeah.
My EBT.
Yeah, that part's fine. I'm just
So I
finding out
proof-
what.
She said it. She's dumb as a bag of rocks, yo. She's dumb as a bucket of rocks. Oh no. She's going to jail, guys. That's it. We can probably
So
fast
now you
forward.
guys,
stating that we've
we're
been
currently, either
separated
way, you
for
guys at
over
some
2
point
years.
were legally married.
Yes.
Okay.
The girl was spilling the whole tea like she was on a reality show confession can. She had no idea she was just digging her own grave, one reckless word at a time. It was like her sharp tongue had chewed through every last brain cell, leaving nothing but chaos and self-incrimination behind.
So how'd you actually find out like where the kid was? Like how did that?
I was texting
Right.
one of my friends the whole time. I'm like, I don't know where my kid's at. And I said, now she's with Nicole. She said, okay, I'll find her address. She did her little FBI work that she does. She found her address and sent it to me. And I was already in the L section circling, looking for the house that I remember is theirs.
How'd you find out she's with Nicole?
I think after I called Tyrell after like the 15th time, he finally told me that.
Nah, Tyrell never told you. Don't lie. You knew what was up, Tyrell. Nah. My EBT, my WIC. Yeah. Yeah, she said that. But anyways, yo, like that's crazy. How do you Tyrell did not tell you. She said my friend did her FBI shit. Yeah. Listen, you and your friend are both crazy.
That she was with Nicole, and sent me a picture of her playing, all happy, and still wouldn't send me the address and let me know where my kid was at.
Okay. Because when you originally said you were withheld the information of who your child was with
Yeah.
and how to contact them.
Do you want me to
But-
show you a
no.
text?
I saw a text, but now you're telling me that he's the one that told you who she was with and
Yeah.
the contact number for her.
After,
So it wasn't-
after
it wasn't-
he withheld that information for over hours, yes.
Okay. We already
Yes.
established that every person you called was at work, right?
Every person that he said that would be watching my child was,
It was at work, including him.
including
So it would be
him.
reasonable that if he's busy at work doing construction, that he wouldn't be able to access his phone
I
right
would
away.
think that it's reasonable that he would answer the mother of his child whenever he hasn't seen his child in like years.
She said, I would think it'd be reasonable. Girl, ain't nothing you done all day been reasonable. From trying to figure out where your kid is, how you found out where your kid was, how you acted once you found out where your kid was, and now how you're talking to the police about all the shit I just mentioned. Not one bit has been reasonable. So I would reason that he would answer his baby mama. No, I would reason that if this man who's working construction, which is not the kind of job you could just be bullshitting at, you know, you're not gonna have your phone on you all day. Like, he's not gonna answer. And I think she said 10. She sent him a text at 10, and then it was noon when he answered. It's like, it's 2 hours. Like, that's not all day. It's 2 hours.
You know, whenever she's calling.
When's the time you saw his kid?
April
Of.
this year, but it was for like a little bit. But before then.
So it wasn't years. It was months ago. He's last saw his kid.
Yeah, but he hasn't been around her like that for years. He actually has never been around her like that.
Well, you just said he was deployed for 2 years, so I don't know unless he would go to whatever countries and see the kid. But since he's been back, you've seen the kid at least one other time, other than today.
Once. Yeah, once.
So it hasn't been years since he saw the kid. He saw her recently, and you guys were in agreement that when you come down here, he's gonna have the kid until December 7th or 8th, and that he would find a way, either a round trip flight to bring her back to you or a driver.
Yes, that is correct. But we also had an agreement that who was going to be watching my child would be discussed between us, not my kid. When I'm here, he said he had no other option on where she could go. I'm here. I could have been an option. He did not communicate with me at all.
So
you were crazy. You were never the option. Ever. Like, I wouldn't trust you with my dog. Like, I wouldn't trust you to boil water, girl. You were. I'm not trying to be like that, because there are dudes that are crazy too, but like, she's wilding. Like, listen, and like I always say it in my videos, you know, I'm always showing police interaction videos, and whenever I do a police interaction video and it's like a black person, there's always that one comment that's like, see, that's why you black people, blah blah blah. It's like, what you got to say to this? Like, you know, I don't. The N word doesn't only come in black folks. All right, you could be light skinned, you could be Asian, you could be white, you could be Indian, Italian. Like, I'm gonna just hit play for YouTube try to ban me.
I could have been an option. He did not communicate with me at all.
So when you were gathering this information that you believe that, in your words, that she was kidnapped and information is being withheld, why didn't you contact the police?
Oh, I told him I was going to, but where am I going to send the police to?
The address is located.
As soon as I got that address, I was already in the L section. And I pulled up to her house to get my child as civilly as possible. As civilly as possible. I knocked on the door. I asked if my child was there. As civilly as possible. As soon as I saw her keeping my kid hostage in a room, oh shit, I'm going ballistic.
You did not pull up civilly. If that's civil, I want to see what you call not being civil, because you kicked the. Oh my god,
well,
this is.
I'm going ballistic. I don't care.
She didn't keep her kid hostage.
Whatever, and I'll charge them with kidnapping, 100%. And they're all accomplices.
There is no kidnapping right now, because at this time he has a legal right to the child just as much as you do. He also has a right to have a babysitter for the child.
She wasn't with him. She was with.
So
Eddie
when you're in
Nicole.
Tennessee, if you and your boyfriend are working and somebody needs to watch the kid, do you have to call him and say, hey, is it okay if Ray is with so-and-so? You call him every single time. Hey.
Yeah.
Her logic was fragile.
The cop's not playing. I think we know how this is gonna end, guys. We know. What is it? Another 12 minutes of this?
But
13?
her confidence,
13 minutes?
Unbreakable. She called it kidnapping.
Wait,
logic
let's go back.
was
What did he say?
Yeah.
Ray is with so-and-so. You call him every single time. Hey.
Yeah.
Her logic was fragile, but her confidence, unbreakable. She called it kidnapping. Law called it shared custody. She said hostage. Reality said babysitting.
Facts. Hey, yo, that's crazy. Yeah, she's nuts. She's unhinged, guys. Like, she's talking about kidnapping. Like, your kid's not kidnapped. You and the baby father got 50-50. That's not being kidnapped. What are you talking about? Let's go. Let's get back to the video. I hate these stupid ads, man. I gotta get YouTube Premium.
But her confidence, unbreakable. She called it kidnapping. Law called it shared custody. She said hostage. Reality said babysitting. You'd think someone so set on legal action might call the police before the felony.
Right.
But nah, she chose chaos. And chaos politely charged her at the end.
She's staying here tonight.
I let him know all the time where she's at,
Every
what
single
she's
day?
doing, if he even cares to call.
So every day the
If he goes
babysitter,
months without checking up on her, I have to beg him for $100 every week for her food. Acting like father of the year and shit. That's crazy. He had the option to come from Bahrain to Florida for her birthday, for her first birthday. Didn't choose that. Chose other bitches instead. Like, that's crazy. Acting father of the year.
Did he? Wait, I have more questions. He choose other women in Bahrain? I don't think she knows what's in Bahrain. I really don't.
So then when you found out it was
You guys
Nicole,
persuaded
obviously you guys
by
don't like each
what?
other. Probably made you pretty upset when you found out she was with Nicole. Because you're not
No,
on
I
good
was
terms with her.
upset. I was upset before I even knew it was Nicole. I was upset because he would not tell me who my child was with and where she was. All he
Okay.
said was a sitter, a sitter, a sitter. Even over the phone, he would not tell me. He said she's with a sitter.
Then once you got to the residence, why? I'm still not understanding why you didn't call law enforcement. If you believe that she was in the residence
I feel like there's no reation why I shouldn't be able to knock on a door and have my child given out to me.
You
I
didn't.
mean, you
knock
can
on
knock.
the
You can always
door.
knock on. I can knock on any door in this community for any reason.
I mean,
but
you see in the text, he even said, "What are they gonna do? What are the cops gonna do?" I mean, like
you
I
could
was
have called us
already.
and found out, but instead you went to the house, you knocked on the door, and under 30 seconds, maybe even 20 seconds, you then began an attempt to force entry into the residence.
Facts.
It definitely wasn't before 30 seconds, 20 seconds.
We have the ring footage.
Right. The ring footage, I rang that way after I was sitting there knocking on the door.
You
only
run
have the
it
footage-
once, you knocked on it, and then
only
you
have
went,
the
you started
footage.
banging on it, and then you started banging on the door,
So
yelling
you have footage of me
obscenities.
walking up to the door,
Absolutely.
and it's been 20, 30 seconds.
And then you began yelling obscenities into the residence. Then you began attempting to bang on the door
Okay,
and
so
kick
what's
the
your
door.
stance here? You're sitting over here like,
I'm just trying to help
I'm being
you.
so dead ass. A man with a balls trying to come at a woman who had her kid.
I'm trying to help you
taken
understand
from her.
about why if I'm babysitting for a friend of mine,
Babysitting is
someone
different.
enters the residence and begins banging on the door, I would be in fear and not
Facts.
want any
Oh.
children, including someone I'm supposed to be taking care of, to come out of the residence because I don't know what the heck's going on and why someone's banging on my door like that.
Well, she can feel like that all she wants, but emotions are emotions. That's how she feels, whatever. But what she did was withhold my child from me after I came to that door.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then once
Period
he
when the
point.
cop moved behind her, yeah, it's over for her.
Blank.
once he arrived,
He upset me in the very beginning by literally not telling me where my child was for hours.
well, he was working, so he didn't reply.
It
But
doesn't matter if he's working or not.
Actually, it does matter.
He saw me calling. He saw me calling to deny my calls, saw my texts. And still after that, for a long period of time, he was withholding who my child was with because he knew that I did not want her with them.
How does she know that he saw her call and her text and ignored it? Did her FBI friend tell her that? She's going to jail, ladies and gentlemen. She is going to jail.
I'm just confused. Like,
Me too.
I-
I'm confused too.
I'm trying to get all information and understand the steps he took and why, so we can make
Yeah.
a reasonable assumption.
yeah.
And then once he, so you said once he arrived, he walked up to you.
Yes.
But-
I walked.
The girl was truly suffering from main character syndrome because she did not stop arguing. At one point, even the cops looked exhausted from her non-stop dramatics. Let's hope that after her free ride to jail, she might finally get the one thing she really needs: a reality
Help?
check with a side of silence.
Walked away from the
doctor?
door and he walked up.
So you met in the
Like
middle.
that.
He
Yes.
didn't walk up to you. You walked away from the door. He was
Yeah,
walking
like
up to
I-
the
like
door,
I
and
said,
you met in the middle.
I came away from the
you
door
saw
and
her
he
on
came up to
scene and
me.
he went to go to his house, and you walked away from the door. You said he approached you, but if he's walking to his door and you approach him,
Mm-hmm.
and it looked to me like you got in his face. You were yelling at him,
Mm-hmm.
and then as
He's one of the
as
ones that
telling
would
you
not tell me where my kid was
as
at.
he's telling you to calm down and to relax for a second.
Yo, imagine being a cop, right? And just every day people just lying to you. Like, you know how cynical you would become? How cynical you would look at life? Like, that's crazy. That's not one job I ever want to have. Like, that's so crazy. She's literally lying her ass off. They already caught her in multiple lies. Like, yo, just arrest her already. Like, what are we doing?
Second, his
Mm-hmm.
presumably his wife opens the door, and then you were then seen rushing the door and
Yes.
entering the residence.
Yes.
Oh, she
to
says
grab my
yes.
child that was at that door. There's nothing, no law, nobody's opinions, nobody's feelings that are going to get in between me and my child ever, what so be it. Take me to court, don't matter, I'll fight that shit. I don't care.
But what,
Well, first you're going to jail, and there are laws that are that are gonna get between you and your kid. I hope you're ready, because you're going to jail.
but you
Charge me
originally,
with
going to
destruction of
jail.
property.
but what you originally
Don't care.
stated was that you just
Oh
opened
my
the door in darkness.
God,
You
you're
walked up and
going to
grabbed her.
jail, girl.
But you didn't.
I never said that my daughter came out of that door.
That she
I
came-
walked
that you
maybe
saw her.
a foot into the door, maybe not even a foot into the door.
But you didn't
And
walk.
grabbed my
You-
child,
you-
put her on my right hip,
you
and
rushed-
as he slammed me out the door, I came through my right side of the body.
You rushed the door, causing it to swing open and cause damage to the interior of the house. On top of,
maybe.
and on top of that,
Charge me
all-
for the house. I don't care.
all the while he's
I will
telling.
charge her, him
When I asked you what
and
he
his
said,
wife
so
for kidnapping.
every time I've asked you anything, you've been able to remember everything.
Yeah.
Except when I asked you, what did he say when you were in the house? And that is the only thing you can't remember. What he's saying to you is, get out of my house.
Okay.
Which means you didn't allow Christian
I
to
said,
enter
give
his
me my
residence.
kid.
And then he's saying, get out of my house.
I said, give me my kid.
Okay.
They're not equal. She thinks because she believes that her kid was kidnapped that she has all right to act like a lunatic. Young lady, no, you don't. Like, your kid is kidnapped, right? You see your kid through the door or through the window. Your next step should be call the cops. What are they gonna drown your kid? Are they gonna hurt your kid? Like, they have plenty and ample time to do all that beforehand. Now, if she saw her kid being hurt, right, or being chased with a weapon or something that you could be like, well, I had to jump in because if not, my kid would have been could have been unalived. Like, I understand that, but like, shawty, not only did you just incriminate yourself saying, yeah, I kicked the door, yeah, I went in. Like, your one defense maybe could have been like, I was so worked up, so upset, I didn't realize what I was doing. Like, I'm sorry. You're not even like, this video is gonna get played in court, and you're like, you jail. That's all I got to say. Like, I don't jail. Right? You do not pass go. You do not collect 200. Jail.
Do you have kids? You don't. Okay.
I do.
But you're not a mother. You don't understand that mother instinct.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So mother, see, this is the shit that be getting on my nerves. Like, oh, you don't understand the mother instinct. So a dad doesn't have instincts for his kid. A dad doesn't have a level of emotion that, you know, if his kid's being hurt or if he thinks his kid is kidnapped, he's gonna act a certain way. Like, come on, man. You just digging yourself a hole. Jail. That's it. Jail. Right to jail.
You have your wife in the house with you? Your kid's mother in the
Is there
house
anything
with
else you want to add to the statement about what occurred today?
Yeah, I would like to press charges against him for kidnapping. Him?
It
and
don't
his
work
wife.
like that.
Well, there's no kidnapping.
Yes, there was. Holding my child hostage, I would like to press charges
That's not
on
how that
him.
works.
Okay. Well, the hostage is someone taken for ransom or in the commission of another felony. Your child wasn't taken for any felony offense or for ransom. They're being babysat by a family friend of the
No, it's not just
father and
babysitting. It's holding hostage against the mother's will. So I would like to press charges. Fine, go ahead, press charges on that then. Whatever you want to do. Let's get this shit in court, though.
What is she?
Okay.
Oh, we going to get this shit in court.
Like,
nothing
really?
else.
You going to
other than
jail.
that, nothing else you want to add?
Huh?
Nothing else you want to add?
Yeah,
Like anything
I would
that
like.
occurred,
I would like
anything
to
that
press
occurred
charges.
that you didn't occur?
I
Well,
would
there's
like to press charges
Okay, for what?
for holding my child hostage.
Round and round we go on this dumbass merry-go-round. Can you just arrest her already, please?
Camera back for me.
Arresting me?
Yeah, stupid. What do you mean?
You're arresting me.
I'll explain everything.
For what? Are you dead ass?
You're at this time you're being placed under arrest for burglary with a battery × 2.
I knew it.
And criminal mischief.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. I didn't think about the battery part 'cause she did push him. But I didn't think about I thought about the burglary, but I didn't think about the battery part because I don't know. I didn't realize it. But yeah, like ×2, you probably push the girl inside, you push the dude as well. Like criminal mischief, some kind of damage. It's probably the damage to the door. So yeah, she's going to jail. And burglary, if I'm not mistaken, is a felony.
That's crazy.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Finally, the cuff moment came out. And let's be real, it could have happened ages ago.
Right.
But it's okay, because she still ended up in the silver bracelets she was unintentionally, yet desperately waiting for. It was like her chaotic energy manifested into the exact outcome she claimed to be shocked by.
Really, Tyrell? This is shit you want to do?
Ma'am, please don't scream at our witnesses. And at that point, you're incriminating or intimidating a witness and a victim in a felony crime. That's another felony. So please don't talk to them.
Yeah, it's a felony.
What the actual? These are so cute.
Yeah, I mean, it's what you expect. What was you, you thought he was gonna get a slap on the wrist? You try to kick a door in, you push somebody. Yeah, that's crazy though. And then she's young, she's young, and he's about to hit her with a intimidating a witness, another felony. Oh boy, she could actually thinking about it, like they could charge her with kidnapping because technically, because they have 50-50 custody, right? Well, maybe not. I don't know, but I'm just speculating. That's just complete speculation. I'm not sure, but still, like that's crazy. This whole situation is wild. Let's see. Let's get back to the video. Let's go back a little bit.
Witness and a victim in a felony crime. That's another felony. So please don't talk to them when we walk by.
What the actual? You're such an asshole, bro.
He's just doing his job.
I just have to go based on what I've been told, and based on your statements and their statements.
They kidnapped my child!
Ma'am.
They held my child from me! Put me in cuffs!
This is the initial arrest. Okay, you'll have a chance to battle in court, but you're going to catch additional charges if you keep yelling at them.
Thank you, Tyrell!
You're
Thank
welcome.
you!
They're gonna hit her with it. Watch.
Just face this yellow stripe right here.
Get the off of me! You're being an asshole. Can you not hold on to me? I'm not resisting for shit.
I don't want you to run away.
I'm not gonna run away. Can you let go of me though?
You need to search her first, right? Yep. Did you call her Kazakhstan?
Can you let go of my arm?
No, I cannot let go of you. Just watch it back.
Thank you, Tyrell, for taking your kid's mother away from her.
Man, if you do that again, you're getting another felony charge. I told you 3 times already not to yell at the witnesses and the victim.
Damn.
Such an asshole, bro. You really get paid for being an asshole? You think your dick bigger than that? Because you want to be an asshole? Huh?
Face that way.
Why is it always gotta be you know, why you gotta offend the man's tool size? Huh? That's cold, man. He just take your ass whooping. You did it.
I'm doing my job, man.
Yeah, and your job is f***ing up people's lives.
Yeah,
it's just
technically, that's your own
though.
life.
No, it is though. It is though, because they literally kidnapped my kid. You want to arrest me? I hope you sleep so good at night knowing you just ruined a child's life.
I mean, he might have actually made the child's life better because you were a crazy lady. And now the dad, who was in the Navy, was overseas, and now is holding a job, fairly level-headed from what we could see, you know, is probably going to get custody. And he has people in his immediate circle that clearly can take care of the child and have had their own children, so they have proof that they can take care of children. So yeah, the kid might be better off without his mom. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to stir no controversy up, but
Saying they're making calls of arresting me, and they took my child. That's so crazy.
Step back here.
I'll sue the f out of all you too. What's your name?
Deputy Dorsey.
Yeah.
ID number is 1007. It's going to be.
Yeah, I'll remember that
in your
face and
report.
that list.
what you gonna?
Yes, ma'am.
What you gonna sue?
Now you're just being mean, ma'am.
I am being mean. You're gonna arrest me for that and charge me for that too?
No, it's not a violation of criminal law.
That's you, because y'all literally use your judgment to sit there and arrest me.
Hey, yo, this guy. Now, yo, you know when they say kill him with kindness, this cop is killing her with kindness. No, I'm not gonna arrest you for that. That's not criminal law.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Leaving my kid with some dude who hasn't been with my kid for 2 years. She's not comfortable with him.
Double lock the cuffs.
You're f***ing ridiculous, bro. You're f***ing ridiculous. I work at a trauma-free facility.
You used to work at a trauma 3 facility. Now you're going to a trauma 3 facility, young lady. Get out of here. Oh my God.
I'll sue the f*** out of you. You specifically, bro.
Good luck.
You gotta pull it across like a normal seatbelt.
Is it funny to you?
I'm not even talking to you right now.
You
I'm trying to talk to you.
smiling though. You're such an asshole.
You're yelling
This
at me,
is why
man,
people
and you're not
hate
being very nice
cops.
right now.
Actually, this is not why people hate cops. Correction. I got plenty of videos on my channel of why people might dislike cops. This one, I guarantee you, is not gonna be one of them. This guy did his job. He was straight to the point. He wasn't rude to her. I mean, you know, again, she wasn't being aggressive outside of just talking shit. So there's not really much he could do anyways. But still, like, he was. Why did other people's misery bring me joy? I shouldn't say that. This is a sad. I feel bad for her because it's like, you don't have the awareness, right? Let me go into my close-up view, right? You don't have the awareness or the wherewithal to understand that what you're doing, what you did today, was not only not okay, but it's also very detrimental to your child, right? The child's only 2, so she might not remember. You know, I don't know. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But regardless, the point is if you did this now, imagine what other things you would have done in the future, or what you're capable of, because you create a narrative in your head and then you believe it, right? So as much as I'm laughing, I'm joking around, this is also kind of sad, because it's like, there's a lot of people out there who live their lives like this, where even when you have them on tape doing something that is counterproductive to their freedom, they will find any excuse in the world to be able to say, oh, this is not my fault. Or like she's saying, oh, you're an asshole, bro. Like, you enjoy this? Like, no, he's a cop. I guarantee you, he'd rather just drive around for his whole shift instead of having to respond to a call like this and then writing up all that paperwork. I'm willing to bet that. Now, could I be wrong? Is that a possibility? For sure. And are there instances where there are cops who do enjoy making people's lives hard? For sure. But this is not one of them. And the lack of accountability is extreme. So again, back to the point of, if you lack accountability in a moment where you're clearly in the wrong, imagine in any other situation, especially the situations where there might be a plausible deniability, just a little bit of a plausible deniability, right? How far would you go then? So I don't know. This to me, this story is just wild, and as much as I laugh, it is sad.
The arrest scene felt less like law enforcement and more like a toddler's tantrum with handcuffs. She hurled insults like she was in a roast battle, dropped enough F-bombs to make Tarantino blush, and somehow still thought yelling would fix it.
Right.
Girl thought she was the victim and the prosecutor. If delusion were a charge, she'd get booked twice.
You're getting married for being very nice. You have a fucking asshole-ass face. Don't you know that?
He has an asshole-ass face. Wow.
Yeah, because it's true. It's funny, right? Can't even unlock a damn seatbelt. Feel so smart, huh?
Now you're talking to her, not me.
I'm talking to you because your hand was on it. I don't have nothing against her.
She's so petty.
Alright, ma'am, just watch your
Show ugly
elbow.
ass. Shut the
She being charged for
burglary.
Okay, so wait, what did she steal?
It's being in her unlawfully entering a property and committing another criminal offense, damaging the door, entering the property, pushing both of them. Those are not legal. I tried to explain to her that she should have just called us.
Yeah,
I mean, that's hindsight's 2020. People make mistakes. I mean, I know there's a kid involved, so it's probably a little heightened, but it was the wrong decision, and it was a very wrong decision.
Very wrong.
So she's just gonna be.
So she's gonna go get booked. She'll probably be issued a bond. I don't know what the bond amount is gonna be.
Okay.
Once she's there, she can call you or a family member. Then they can work with the bondsman. Usually, it's about 10%. So say, for example, it's a $10,000 bond. You have to give $1,000 cash to a bondsman or collateral. But that's all gonna be working. Once she's there, she'll be able to call them or talk to the jail. Then she'll be able to call you, relay that information, or whoever she's gonna call, and they can work on bonding her out.
Okay.
And then honestly, if this never happens again, but in the future, if something like this going on, just call the police.
Yeah, I got you.
People take matters in their own hands all the time and say, God forbid, that he didn't know she was showing up and she was knocking on the door like that, and they shoot her through the door or something like that. I mean, that happens all the time.
Trust me, I'm on the other side, man. I don't.
But
I just hate it's like did they choose to just charge her with like whatever they could get that would like arrest her today, or could they have done anything different?
I mean, if they want to pursue charges, then we determine what the charges are, and then that's how it goes from there.
So like, oh, man.
But they're also not the homeowner, and the actual owner of the property is not very happy with their.
I understand. They ain't just
As
cool
they
with
should.
like the door getting fixed.
maybe that's something that can be worked on down the
Like,
road
like,
with
do they have a
attorney.
problem with me? Like, I haven't. I'm not even. They don't even know who I am. Can I talk
Like
to
I
them?
said, I mean, at this point, attorneys are gonna get involved, and
But I mean, at this
just
point,
because she's charged with
she's
this doesn't mean
going to
she's
jail.
gonna go to prison for, you know what
I
I
know,
mean?
but I'm just saying, like,
So
at this
please,
point, she's going.
she has to get booked now, and then
Okay,
from there,
well, then
everything
I'm not
works
even
out.
gonna
Yeah,
worry about it. It is what it
yeah,
is.
but I'll let him know.
Damn, he's even a cool dude. Like you see him, just like he feels some kind of way. Like, oh, is there anything that could have changed this? Like, you know, did the people call? Was the, you know, the house, I guess Nicole and her husband Eddie, where, you know, are they pressing charges? And you know, even the cops like, nah, bro, like, you know, she did these things. We were called to the scene. We can prove that she did them. So now we're bringing charges. It's like, yeah, that's how that goes. Like, that's crazy. You know, I don't know why he's trying to defend her. I mean, I guess that is the mother of his child. You know, he probably still has some feelings towards her, and you know, I do give her, again, like I said before, I give her a little bit of sympathy. You know, I feel bad a little bit. Not really, actually. I don't feel bad. Throw her ass in jail, lock her away. She doesn't deserve to be around her kid the way she's acting. Like, I could just, whew, this is a crazy story, but hey, I told y'all. I told y'all. It was gonna be nuts. You can't always believe all women. And here's a perfect example of a woman who is, not only was she acting crazy before the cops got there, but then even in front of the cops, she started saying things that not only didn't make sense, but also were just like, bro, like, you're admitting to kicking somebody's door. Like, shut up. She was her own worst enemy. This was definitely a good video though. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. This is cop cam reactions. Is the video? Is the channel? Excuse me. Where I found this. Go show them some love, and you know, like and subscribe, because it's definitely a good channel. But let's see. Let's actually, you know what? Before we end the stream, let's go look at some of these comments and see what they have to say. So the first one, you're ruining your child's life, not your ex, not the babysitter, not the cops, you. Facts. That's a good point. She received a picture of her child playing and being happy, but her, excuse me, vendetta against her husband and animosity for the babysitter were a higher priority than her child's happiness. That's true. She did say that. That's a good point. That's a really good point. They didn't kidnap your child, but you're going to jail. What? I don't even spelled jail wrong, but okay. Let's see. Much respect to the officer for calling out the narcissistic, bitter baby mama's bluff and BS. Facts. The maturity level is so low. She wants people to think it's about the daughter, but her behavior shows it's not. Yeah. And that's unfortunate too, because that's the case. A lot of times you'll have situations like this where one of the parties, whether it's the dad or their mom, is being petty, and the only person hurt in a situation like that is the child. Like, using your child against the other parent doesn't benefit anybody. You know, you might get the win you want in the moment, you might feel better in the moment, but overall it just hurts the child, building resentment with the other parent, and just the process of the anxiety of the moment is just like, is a lot for a child. Like, especially she's 2 years old, she probably doesn't understand much, you know, and hopefully she won't remember any of this, and hopefully there's no trauma there. But you know, with the way she's acting for her daughter, it's like, damn, like, at least calm down and get your kid. Like, you gotta have some kind of level of restraint. I don't know. Like, I've been very mad before. I've been in my own situations where, you know, I've acted maybe out of character, but never to this point where, like, I have to be booked into jail because of how I acted. Like, that to me makes no sense. Like, the moment you find out that you could possibly go to jail, which is clearly, I mean, maybe she just never thought about it. I don't know. It's just wild to me. Let's read a couple more comments. Let's see. Hope the veteran dad gets full custody. He is so calm. He works. Nothing to hide. She's a freak show. Yeah, that comment has 736 likes too. I bet being deployed overseas was less stress than dealing with her BS. Yeah, that's a good point. Let's see what this one says. I sure hope dad got full custody of the child. This woman is way too unstable to even be around the kid without supervised visitations. Yeah, which is another thing. She's probably going to lose custody. She probably gonna have to do You know, and the daughter might be better off like that. You know, they say that dads make better single parents than moms. So, you know, I'm not here to debate that today. So we're not gonna get into that rabbit hole. But, you know, he seems like a chill dude, laid back, relaxed, you know. Trying to imply that he hasn't bothered to see his kid in 2 years when in reality he was deployed overseas. Would it be? Yeah. That is a wild implication. And she did say that. Oh, he ain't see. He could have came and see her, but he chose other women. Like, bro, he's in Bahrain. Do you know what's in Bahrain right now? Like, Bahrain is a mess. All right, Tyrell, Tyrell, save your child, dude. You need to use this to get full custody. This woman is unhinged, and this child deserves better. She is too immature to be a parent, unfortunately. The craziest part of this video is her being surprised that she's being arrested. Very good point there. Too immature to be a mother. The cop's tone as she's digging herself deeper into a hole is hilarious. Yeah, okay. Put your hands behind your back. Immediate order of protection and temporary full custody. Nutcase. Jealousy is eating her alive. The picture was the last straw. How dare anybody else make her child happy? She's completely insecure about who she is as a mother. An emotional infant raising an actual infant. Crazy. That's a good point. You know, and I think, right, we look at society nowadays and you think about how do you have people who operate in society from a perspective that a lot of times doesn't make sense, or even just being extremely emotional with a situation that doesn't need that level of emotion. And it's like you wonder why. And then you see a situation like this and imagine if your parent, one of the parent, imagine your parents split up and the parent that you spend the most time with is emotionally unstable and unhinged and can't accept reality or be accountable for their own actions. How do you think that translates into the child? How do you think the child then looks at reality? And then how do you think the child approaches its life moving forward from being a child to being a teenager, adolescent, young adult, and then finally an adult, right? Like it's you know, it's an interesting world we live in. And sometimes it makes you think like, yo, some people should not be allowed to be parents, you know, but fortunately enough, we live in a free country, so it's not like you could just be like, oh, you can't be a parent, you know what I mean? So, but in this case, it probably would have been better if she never became a mom. So with that, guys, I appreciate all the love and support I've been getting, for real. It's been amazing. Channel's growing. Let's keep it moving. You know, if you want to suggest any videos, let me know. The email's available on the channel page. I am on X. I'm on TikTok as well. So definitely feel free to drop a comment, a like, a video, whatever the case, and you feel free to talk shit too. So I